We are here with Luca, the DP and editor of the SSGKOBE Down to Your Soul music video directed by Montreality. What's up, man?
What's good, guys? What's good? What's good, bro?
Today, we're going to be breaking down this video with Luca, going over the crazy sound design, the VFX, the colors, and everything else involved.
I don't know how I found my way here. I'm counting no racks on top of the hill. I told my mama she don't gotta worry cause I'm making the meal. And I'm shawty so bad, I wanna see her vibe. And I'm out those hands, I might find the vibe. I do not need a bitch. My money coming from backs. I just pull up in the bins. We got blue lights in the back. This shit down the east side.
Did you want to go ahead and let us know the backstory of how everything came together?
Me and the Montreal team reached out to Kobe before this LA trip we planned out for the whole team just to shoot held the content there, interviews, just videos. It was this 10 days sort of 2-week thing, and I think we reached out to a bunch of people beforehand, and Kobe answered and super down, and he had sent this first song which was way more of a dark kind of thriller murder vibe almost, and we wanted to shoot this sort of this sort of apartment we found on Gigster, and it was giving creepy scary vibes, and we were okay, cool, that's cool. Then we'd hear this new song he dropped on SoundCloud only, and we were whoa, this is really crazy, and we were just we have to do this. And that was 3 days before the shoot, and then we bro, we need to add a new treatment, find another concept, and we just quickly brainstormed because we didn't have much time, and we were let's just do this kind of beautiful, this gives me kind of summer night, campfire, kind of cozy sort of vibes. We shot this video for Josiah, actually,
I remember, I saw that, yeah.
Which dropped too, yeah. And it was in this beautiful state park. We shot at daytime, and we were let's just go there, but shoot at night, and it just a whole different vibe. Even though it's the same location, it doesn't really matter. You won't see it on camera, right? And we go there, and there's hella security. It's closed at night. We're damn. And we asked Kobe to pull up too. He was in his car. We were bro, we gotta find we gotta switch locations quick. And since we're all from Montreal, it's you don't yeah, we know about LA and the kind of the main spots, but to shoot a video, a cinematic video, we wanted kind of a forest nature vibe. We were bro, where do we go? And Kobe's waiting and stuff, and we were okay, we gotta act quick. We just go near the hills, near Griffith Observatory, I think, in that sort of, we just go up that hill, and then Griffith Observatory is I think it's closed for the night too, and we were okay, let's just go to the residential area, those kind of hills, and we just find this crazy lookout, but it's in front of a house, right? We start shooting a couple scenes there. I think for instance, this is in front of a house, and
oh hell yeah,
we're yeah, this is cool, but security pulled up on us, and we're yeah, they were really cool too. They were just you guys unfortunately can't shoot in front in this residential area with the speaker and shit too. And they were cool though. They were okay, I'll give you guys 5 minutes, just finish your shots. And yeah, we just found this little small sort of public park down that road, and it was perfect. It was hills and grass, and we were yo, no way this shit exists, the public park. We just went and shot the whole video there, and the moonlight was crazy that night. This is not edited, by the way. This is how it came out on camera, the moonlight.
Wow,
I find it just so sick. It looks like a shooting star or something. And
yeah, it's so sick, man.
Kind of went off of that theme, the shooting stars. For the edit, we asked this a VFX artist from our city, actually, the Jumper, that's his name, and we just asked him to animate them quick.
Yeah, he snapped on that.
Yeah, he's really hard. We had the spotlight sort of flashlight.
I was gonna bring that up.
It helps so much. It just adds the video you just on a whole nother level. I feel it was shadows, and we just had to swipe it across. It was that easy, but it really helps.
I feel if you take a simple kind of this video, if you break it down without everything you guys went ahead and added that was created with it, it's sort of simple, but when you go ahead and add the lighter scenes, the flashlight scenes, the VHS, the vines, you really create a whole aesthetic and a theme, which I think,
exactly,
especially with the sound design mixed in too, you really have a lot of elements here that really took this to the next level. So whose idea was it for the lighter scenes, the flashlight? How did everything that come together?
The flashlight, I had borrowed it, actually, it's funny because Jumper, the VFX artist, is from our city, and I had shot in the past with him, and I knew he had this sort of light with him, and I just went to his house right before leaving to LA, and I was yo, can I just borrow this for the trip, bro? I feel I'm gonna need it at some point. Yo, fuck it. And then I just had the spotlight, and we actually used it for 2 other videos maybe, but not in this sort of manner. This was really we really made use of it, and thank God too, because it really helped. So that's that. And then the lighter, we had no plans of using that at all, but one of us had it. It was, I don't know if it was Kobe's or I was Joe, fucking, it'd be like a great idea. Just implement that. It kind of ties into like campfire-y, like night vibe.
Exactly.
Just having this sort of element. And I just told him like, yo, just stare at the light at night, kind of just wave it around with the song. I don't know, it gave it like a cozy sort of feel to it. That was like kind of last minute as well. So I was like just sing while you're looking at the lighter. Like I use a lot of like fade to blacks throughout the videos, and I think that's like a main theme too. And actually, like I know Cole Bennett like actually used those on the, I think, Lil B and Trippy Red video. A lot of like fade to blacks and that, and I was like, this is actually super cool because like this is like a super like dark cozy video, and I was like, let me just use a bunch of those. They're like the simplest transitions to use, but I feel like they kind of work well, like here for example.
Especially with this type of video where like mainly the background shots are black, it works so well.
Exactly. Yeah, no, for sure. Like here too, and yeah, no, they just made the video a whole lot better, I feel like.
Especially mixed in with like the flashes you do there with the quick cuts and the sound design, man. Hell
yeah, I love those flashes. And like the sound design too under, like the little like scratch sound effects. This helps with the rhythm of the video. You know, there's like those flashy transitions, and then there's like the you know, the slow fade ins fits with the song too. So yeah, no, super proud of that for sure.
So when did the idea for the VFX come about? Was that during the shoot you guys had the idea for the vines and the shooting stars, or was that afterwards?
That was after. We weren't planning on doing any VFX when we shot this, but like since it was kind of run and gun, like we wanted to like bring some life to the video and like have a theme. And the edit, we were like, let's definitely like kind of spice it up at some point, but we'll see when the edit's done like what we want to do. And when it was done, we just like all looked at the video and like four brains just brainstorming, and we're like, okay, well, like what do we do? And he was like in the high grass and shit, so we were like I've seen some of Jumper's work before, and he did like implement some of those like vines and grasses like kind of moving, and I was like, let's do that, why not? Like
yeah, he snapped on that.
Like yeah, for sure. Having the vines like kind of fall down, like kind of wrap around his legs, the vibe, and then have the like the cute little shooting star at the end, for example. That was like a little plus for sure as well.
Yeah. Just little touches like that, dude. So sick.
Exactly. Like they make all the difference. Like they're so super quick and simple, but as a whole nother level, I feel like.
Everything's blended so well, especially the scene where it crawls up his body. Yeah. I feel like
these are like super subtle. You have to catch.
Oh yeah, man.
You have to kind of catch them.
Doing VFX myself, like blending it that well with the lighting and the darkness, dude. Like,
because like when I had first sent him like the clips for the VFX, I was like, yo, is the light gonna be an issue? Because I am like kind of flashing the light on the grass, and like you like with the 3D gonna blend in, like have the light kind of go on your VFX as well. Like, and he was like, yo, I got it, and I was like, fuck, okay, like, I trust you. And then that all came out really great. Dude, this is a big one for sure, and kind of wrap around his body. And then the top, shoulders, yeah, it's really cool.
So how long did it take you to shoot and edit this full thing?
That was probably that was a night, so it was like what, like I want to say 2 hours. Like honestly, it wasn't a big shoot. Honestly, like we did it pretty quick, and then the editing took like maybe a week, maybe like on and off. Obviously, like not 24 hours, but yeah, maybe a week and a half or so.
You guys also had a bunch of other stuff going on with like Dom and Jose, like you said. And,
exactly. No, I had to edit all those, so
that can be a lot.
It was literally like it was a video like at a time, and then like I was editing one, and Cena got a text from like this other artist being like, yo, like, is the video done? I'm like, fuck, I'm not even done the video. I'm supposed to be dropping like this week, and it's rushing. I'm still in it right now. Like there's like a few videos I have to drop, but no, it's fun though. It's like it's a challenge, but I love just, and then like once I'm done, I have to like move on to the next one. And
how was it like working with Kobe?
It's cool, bro. I've been a fan since like forever, man.
Me too, bro.
Ever since, like what's the first song? Like, probably Thrax, but on TikTok or some shit. But like I just, MIA is like the song that was like, I was like, yo, let me, like, this guy's really fire. Like when it dropped, I think it was like 2021, summer 2021. MIA was like, it was a hit for me with the Cole Bennett video too. I was like, yo, this guy is really special, and I've been bumping his music ever since. And man, it was cool. He was kind of reserved. He was silent, but it was like a really genuine guy, and he was down with all of our ideas, so that really helps most of the time. We're super excited to drop too. So
do you want to go ahead and introduce yourself, give us a little background of where you're from, how you got into videography?
Born and raised in Montreal. I've lived there my whole life. I'm 20 years old, repping Canada just like you. So
hell yeah. How long have you been doing videos for?
Oh man, like since I can imagine. But like I remember like when I was like 12 years old, I used to like just do like vines. Like I wanted to be like a YouTuber at some point, kind of just like everyone else, I feel like. But like me, it was like the typical YouTube videos, like the challenges and shit. Like I wanted to like go viral with my videos. Like I would hop on trends. I would like see the big guys doing it. I was like in awe in front of them. Like when I would travel though, I'd kind of like pick up my camera and do like some more like cinematic work and kind of film like these travel videos and kind of work on the editing more. And I was like, shit, this is kind of fun. And it got like kind of more serious. And then like years ago maybe, I like kind of unlocked my first like paid contract, and I was like, oh
Hell yeah.
I can actually make money off this shit. And I was like, okay, cool, let's turn this sort of passion of mine into like a sort of business more and more, I guess. And then more and more just developed like client videos. And then I just always had this like love for rap music. And when I started working for Montreality, I did my first rap video, actually my first music video, sorry, like top of 2022. And then
Oh wow. Only 2022?
Yeah. I feel like the experience I gained over like shooting these travel videos helped so much, because they're kind of similar in like definitely sound design, the travel, the edits, and like the color grading. So I kind of implemented that into those music vids and helped a lot. And yeah, man, I'm just like on this music video like strive right now.
Now that you mention that makes a lot of sense with your style, and like specifically with the clean grades, the way you cut, the sound design. It does flow very well, and that's like one of those things about those travel videos. I had a similar upcoming to you, dude. Like literally everything you just kind of described is like all the trials and tribulations I went through before I like decided on music videos and stuff. So that's sick, man.
And like I look up to these people like Sam Colder. I don't know if you
Oh,
know about him.
bro, of course. Come on.
Like, the goats, like they were crazy. I was
Most
like,
goated fonts ever.
right? Yeah, the surf capital. That's
Oh yeah, dude.
that font was crazy.
Remember animating it in Final Cut Pro just like he did?
Yeah.
What can we expect from you in the future, bro?
Montreality wise, there's definitely a few videos that are gonna drop. There's just two left actually. We have K Suave, and then we have Highway as well, which like, on the come up. He's like super.
Oh yeah, Highway's fire as hell, dude.
Is bro, like he's been blowing up, and I feel like he's so much potential. And yeah, we just hit him up. Me and Tommy. Shout out Tommy. Yeah, bro, I forgot to mention. Tommy films and went crazy on the VHS for this video. Like he's a photographer, he's coming up as a videographer too. Like went crazy on the VHS, and
Oh yeah, he snapped.
at those while I was filming, he was really like doing all the B-roll. At this idea of Kobe on the tree too, which was like a super fire scene. People were saying this was kind of, people in the comments were saying this is inspired by Ken Carson Freestyle 2, like a lot, and I kind of see it now. But music video.
I never really thought of that until you said that, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, just because I guess it's on VHS and it's in a dark setting. That's what people are saying, but no, I found it unique. I found it special.
Did you want to go ahead and break down the gear you used for this video as well?
The main camera, so the Sony A7S III.
Hell yeah.
And we lens wise, we use a 60mm and then a 50mm, I think, for these scenes.
Nice.
Lighter scenes especially, just to have the kind of bokeh in the background. That bokeh is fucking fire too. Like the city lights in the background, just have that on 50 was cool as fuck. And yeah, just the VHS. And then we also had this little like digital camera used. This I think it's a Canon PowerShot. I'm not sure. Let me show you the scenes. Those ones, yeah, those were shot on like a digital camera.
Oh really?
Yeah,
I thought that was the VHS.
Yeah, right.
Looks clean.
It's like hard to tell the difference, but yeah, no, it's pretty cool. It's like those like super Y2K, digital cameras, and kind of like laggy sometimes. The audio doesn't like they kind of have a lot of bugs to them, but I feel like the end product's kind of cool.
I love the way that looks. Do you want to go ahead and show us some of the color grades before and afters?
I think my favorite color grade for the video is probably for it has to be this shot right here. Let me show you without the VFX too.
Yeah.
Show the raw shot. Yeah, so this is
Oh yeah.
it's crazy.
Got the S-Log 3.
for me too. Yeah, right. It's crazy. I love playing with the exposure too. Like I don't like having my videos too bright. I kind of like dimming the exposure down and kind of giving it like gives it more like a moody sort of feel to it. S-Log 3 is crazy. Like yeah, there's so much.
Best picture profile.
Yeah. It's like the best picture profile for like us amateur videographers. I feel not amateur, but like for us videographers, I feel like there's so much versatility within it, and even if you kind of messed up your exposure, like you could always like change that.
Oh yeah, man, there's so much room. Especially if you shoot one stop over. People don't know that. It's like the best shit to do with it.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, thank you so much for hopping on here, man. I'm gonna end it on one final question. I always ask everybody this question. If there's one piece of advice you could give someone who wants to be doing the same thing as you, traveling around, shooting videos for these artists, working with their favorite artists, what advice would you give?
I think that's advice I would have liked having myself. So I'll kind of say it. I think it's, I was kind of cliche, but low key, like don't doubt yourself. Like don't compare yourself to others, because like I've dealt with that a lot, and like I've always been super proud of my work, and I've seen it like progress, and like I've seen the progression over the years, and like throughout that I've always like looked at other people's works, especially like people kind of in my age range, because like obviously when I see like crazy work on my IG, like and I see the director's like as professional, he's like 30 some years old. I'm like, okay, like obviously like he's gained experience, but like people my age kind of in the same, we're on the same sort of level, you know what I'm saying? Like I compare myself so much, and Instagram does not help at all. Like just scrolling, just it's kind of this toxic cycle.
Yeah, man.
But I just taught myself that like art is art and it's so subjective, and like you need to compare yourself to others, because like as long as you're proud of your work and you've seen the progression, like I look at my work a year ago, and I'm like, yo, a year ago I would have been proud of what I'm doing right now. So like that's what counts, right? And I just know it's just a constant like sort of internal battle, but like I'm kind of like getting used to focusing on my things, just staying in my lane, right? And I think that's the biggest piece of advice, honestly. And I think every like artist, whatever field you're in, videography or like painting, whatever, like it's literally it's super crucial, I feel like, to kind of follow that like focus on yourself.
Everybody has their time. It's just
Exactly.
when it happens, right?
Exactly. Yeah, 100%.
Well, thank you for hopping on here, man. Make sure you guys go follow Luca on Instagram. It's Luca Film Edit, right?
Exactly, yeah. Film edit, kind of goes both ways. There's like 2 ways to say it. So Luca filmed it or film edit.
Gotcha. Thank you so much.
Thank you, bro. Shout out to you.